following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Welcome to the fourth and not quite final game of the State AA Legion Baseball Tournament, but it is the final game of day one. And we've had a couple of good ones. It started off with Fargo Post 2 taking care of business with Williston 11-0 in 5 innings. And then Mandan would, quote-unquote, not really sort of upset the higher seed. The 5 seed would upset the 4 seed, if you want to call it an upset, by the score of 7-3. And then, I guess one that we could consider an upset, the Jamestown Eagles at 7 upset the 2-seeded Bismarck Governors by the final score of 7-3. So if that is to set the tone for the final game of the day, I guess we'll have to wait and find out here over the first couple innings as Coach Roll and Coach Bryant meet with the umpires at home plate to exchange words and lineups and all that good stuff. Mike Mason on the play-by-play mic. We got Chris Hubden on the camera, and joined on this broadcast by our good friend Dale Olson. Dale, how are you doing today?
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm always excited about that first day of a tournament, and here we are this evening, and it's been a beautiful day weather-wise, and I've been walking around, and I got a couple stories to tell you about my walks around the diamonds today. But interesting, I got to say this, what's interesting about a tournament like this is you take a team like Bismarck, they're leading, you're going into a 4th inning, and your pitcher is at that right around the 60 pitch count. If you stay under 60 pitches, you can pitch within 2 days again.
Yeah.
Okay? They took him out, and boom, Jamestown was in the process of scoring 6 runs.
Yeah.
And it was the difference in the game, and it just shows you how critical it is to manage your pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the most interesting things that I've seen today leading up to this final game here today.
Yeah, so this should be a good one. These two teams played about 7, let's see here, looking at the, it was about 4 days ago. And West Fargo would hold off a Stars rally in the bottom of the top of the 7th and pick up a 9-8 victory over the Stars. The Stars come back here 4 days later to face the same opponent on the same field. And I was told by one of the Post 400 faithful that throwing strikes is a key to the game here for the Post 400 Stars. What's one of your keys to the game, Dale, for the West Fargo Patriots?
And no kidding, Mr. Rarick, he can throw her plus 90. His father played at UND when my son started school at UND and played baseball. His dad was an excellent pitcher. The key for the Pats is they got Casey Clemenson on the mound tonight, and when he's true to form, he's throwing strikes. And I'm sure they want to get the 400 team down as quickly as they can. Yep. 400 is dangerous. Last year they played the number 1 seed, Post 2, and jumped all over them as an underdog. And, we know they're capable, and their record is kind of deceiving, really, being that number 6 seed.
Oh, yeah,
West Fargo wants to get them down. They don't want to give them confidence early in that game.
Well, I think, going back to last year's state tournament when West Fargo dropped that game to the Stars, I think that's probably in the back of their minds, and they're probably like, well, let's not give them the leverage that we gave them last year, kind of a deal. Yep, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And it was a comeback, and of course both teams used all their bench. So it wasn't really a true test. It was a non-conference. But hey, believe me, these battles between West Fargo and the Post ball clubs, that winner at any night is the king of the backyard. So
Oh
to
yeah, definitely. Should be a fun, entertaining one. I know Jim from Denver, North Carolina is watching. I don't even have to look at the YouTube chat. I know he's watching. He's been texting me the last few hours saying that he's getting ready. He's wearing his Fargo Post 400 hat back in Denver, North Carolina. So sorry to the West Fargo fans. But
I'll have to talk to Jim.
yeah. Well, we know that you have some things in common. You like baseball. Both of you are not a fan of hockey like I am. And so we know you have a few things in common here. They're going over the starting lineups right now. Once again, we'll go over those starting lineups here. Well, actually, let's go over them right now and get them taken care of for you here. The Post 400 Stars batting 1, 2, 3. Center fielder Oliver Luck. Designated hitter Grant Matter. Shortstop Easton Merrick. Middle of the order, 4, 5, 6 is catcher Hayden Cressen. Right fielder Chayton Sen. First baseman Jackson Bison. 7, 8, and 9 is the third baseman Eli Mott. Left fielder Caden Graff. And the second baseman Matt Bryant. On the mound, not batting for the Stars, is the pitcher, Drew Rare. For the West Fargo Patriots, 1, 2, 3 is shortstop Brendan Hammond, left fielder Trey Stocker, and pitcher Casey Clemenson. The middle of the order at 4, 5, 6 is first baseman Connor Entz, third baseman Evan Berg, and right fielder Caleb Deere. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, 9 is the catcher Peyton Jancy, the second baseman Seth Wigestrand, and the center fielder Nolan Dodds. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tournament bracket there. As you can see, those are your results from today, who's advanced and where they all go. Fargo Post 2 with that 11-0, 5-0 win will advance to play Mandan tomorrow, as Mandan picked up the 7-3 win over Dickinson. In the second half of the bracket, Jamestown would defeat Bismarck 8-3, and they'll go on to place the winner of this one tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m., while the other team from this matchup will play, I believe they'll play Bismarck in the elimination game tomorrow at about 1:30. And once again, all those games will be here on Magnitude Sports as they're going over the sportsmanship code. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule in the form that you're most used to, in non-bracket style. So once again, Williston, Dickinson. Bismarck will play the loser of this game. Fargo Post 2 will play Mandan at 4:30 tomorrow. And Jamestown will play the winner of this game at 7:30 tomorrow night. And then 3 games on Thursday, 2 games on Friday, 1, 2 if needed, games on Saturday. And then the state champion of this tournament will advance to Tuesday, August 2nd to play in the Central Plains Regional, which will be down at something Plouffe Field. I forget the first name.
Dave Plouffe.
Dave Plouffe Field at the Black Hills Energy Stadium in Rapid City, South Dakota. And we wish the teams in this tournament the best of luck, because that's definitely a tournament that all these teams would like to make an appearance in, but only one of them is going to be able to make that appearance in that tournament. So that's a look at your tourney bracket. That's a look at your schedule in line-by-line form and all that good stuff. Once again, we want to say thanks to our sponsors, Essentia Health, Network Center at Fargo, mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, as well as the Bone and Joint Center in Bismarck, Dickinson, and Williston, and 11 other North Dakota locations. Runnings, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sweet Shots in Fargo, Doolittle Woodfire Grill, Knickerbocker and Hickson, Touchmark, Post 400 Baseball, West Fargo Baseball, Uber Eats, Game Time, and Essentia Health for making broadcast coverage of this year's state tournament possible here on Magnitude Sports. Another shout out and thanks to Riley Swenson, who helped us out with the 2 games this morning. Chris has had a heavy, long day on camera, and he's done a phenomenal job up to this point, and I suspect that he will continue to do that moving forward. And he's now knocking on wood. I don't know if this cabinet's not made out of wood or not. It might be. And we got our beverages up here. Big thanks to Todd Roll and Boston's Pizza for supplying us with lunch all day long today. The pizza was delicious. Got some beverages up here as well, and It's been a good first day to this state tournament here.
Life is good.
Exactly. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with that first pitch coming up around the corner here on Magnitude Sports.
It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new, fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford truck giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and My job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back to Young Field. Mike Mason alongside Dale Olson and Chris Huffins. They just finished up the national anthem and retire the colors. And it's the battle of friendly rivals between the Fargo Post 400 Stars and the West Fargo Patriots. Stars, of course, they will be the visitors on the scoreboard. West Fargo will be the home team on the scoreboard. These two teams have met frequently in recent tournaments, and they met twice in last year's tournament. The Stars would pick up the win in the first battle, and then they would meet again in the state championship game, and West Fargo Patriots would win that game by the score of 3-1. And then the Stars and Patriots would go to the Central Plains Regional. And Stars would outlast West Fargo in that tournament. As a matter of fact, they would escape that tournament to go to another tournament. And they were the 7th seed last year, and we saw the 7th seed win the game right before this one. Is there something special about the 7 seeds in these tournaments? Or?
Lucky 7. That was Mickey Mantle's number, by the way.
Yeah.
But last year, I have to admit this, I saw the 400 team play in July, and if you'd have told me they'd go to the World Series, I bet my wife that that wouldn't happen. And it was one of the greatest turnarounds I've ever seen in North Dakota sports, ever.
Absolutely.
And I have seen a lot of them. And we had to battle tooth and nail to beat them for the state championship last year. Yep. It was just incredible. And early in the year, they couldn't beat their next door neighbor. They were that bad.
Yep, no, it's I don't think anybody would disagree with you on that one. So we'll see what Post 400 brings to the table in this matchup. We'll see what West Fargo brings to the table here in this matchup as the crowd starts to fill in. There's more than just Stars and Patriots fans. I see Williston fans out there. I see Fargo Post 2 fans. I see Mandan fans. Jamestown. Of course, there's a lot of blue with those two teams mixed in, but there's a little bit of every fan base here looking to watch this game and see how it turns out. So we'll see if the state tournament magic for the Stars continues, or if West Fargo put a damper on that quickly here. It's all questions that'll be answered over the next, on average, an hour and a half for each of these games. So we'll see if this one sticks to that pattern or not. Once again on the mound is Casey Clemenson, and the first 3 batters that Clemenson will face are Oliver Luck, Grant Matter, and Easton Rarick, 1, 2, and 3. Around the bases for the West Fargo Patriots, you got Connor Entz at first, Seth Wiggestrand at second, Brendan Hammond at shortstop, Evan Berg at third. And then in the outfield, Nolan Dodds in center, Caleb Deere in right, Trey Stocker in left. Behind the plate, catching the pitches of Casey Clemenson is Peyton Jancy. And now it's Oliver Luck stepping up to the plate. And we can officially start the timer as the first pitch comes in for a low strike at 7:38 p.m. here at Young Field in West Fargo in the Essentia Health Baseball Complex. 0-1 to Oliver Luck. Grant Matter, Easton Rarick, the batters once again.
0-2 pitch by Casey. Now this is something he's improved on this year. Not to give him anything fat with.
A big swing and a miss there for the first out of the game.
Inside corner, got him with a fastball, and believe me, 400, Jeff Fickner kind of took over the ball club last year. He's been around the block.
Yeah.
He was a AAA player, and he's coached forever and knows the game, and he's got his kids up there swinging.
That pitch comes up high and in for a ball, 1-0 to Grant Matter. I won't go through the lifetime stats because it's in the 20s or 30s. So. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I've said before about Casey, when he's got his slider working and he can come in on that right-handed hitter at the knees, that really helps his fastball.
1-1 pitch is low for ball 2 to Grant Matter.
He likes to work fairly fast, but he wants to find a rhythm that he's comfortable early.
And the 2-1 is fouled back. They even up the count at 2 apiece.
Sometimes you'll see hitters will step out of the box intentionally, try to mess up his rhythm, and that's something Fichtner could come up with.
2-2 from Clemenson, the wind and the deal. And that one's a little bit low, now full count.
He wanted that pitch. Every umpire is a little different. Some got that tighter strike zone. You got to squeeze it a little more, and some are a little more broad-minded, you know. It depends on.
And the payoff from Clemenson. That one hit hard and dribbles foul in front of the first base bag.
Connor Entz playing first base has really been coming on for the Pats here this last few weeks, and early in the year he was playing with the 15-year-olds, and I think that made him a little angry, and he is playing with a purpose.
Payoff pitch number 2, and he fouls it off once again. He skimmed the bottom of the pitch with the top of the bat.
Hitters, especially against Casey, they got to know his control is pretty good, and they choke up and they're just looking to make contact.
Payoff pitch number 3 here for Clemenson on Matter. And Matter that one will drop to the ground. Will he get it over in time? Yes, he did.
The sun was nasty there.
Yeah, definitely was. 5-3 ground out brings up Easton Rarick.
Yeah, it's that west sun, and you look at left field right now, and I've said before that you got to use your glove to shield that fly ball a lot of times and kind of get your body turned around so you're not looking directly into the sun, and it takes practice.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
First pitch here is a little high to Rarick. 1 ball, no strike. This is the final game of day 1 of 5 of the state tournament here. 14 games, possibly 15. That includes the play-in game from last Saturday. 2-0 pitch is in for a strike. 2-1.
Probably about an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. He throws a 4-seamer, he throws a 2-seamer, and then, of course, that slider and changeup.
And a swing and a miss there, and looks like somebody in a black and white cap. I want to take a guess on who that is, but I might get it wrong. So, but he has a gun out there recording the pitch speeds, and there's a strikeout. Rarick goes down swinging, and that ends the first inning of play. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and ends the top half of the first. We still got another half of the first inning before I can say that it's officially over with. 0-0 between the Stars and Patriots here on the Essentia Health scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Alright, welcome back. Mick Mason alongside Dale Wilson, Chris Houghton on camera, and Brendan Hammond at the plate to start things off here for West Fargo in Game 4 of the state tournament. Brendan Hammond, Trey Stocker, Casey Clemenson, Drew Rarick on the mound, pitching for the Fargo Post 400 Stars, and he'll wind up and deliver. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1 to Hammond. We'll go around the bases here for the Stars. You got Hayden Cressen catching, Jackson Beiswinger at first, Matt Bryant at second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Eli Mock at third, and the 0-1 is sent up, and it's heading out towards Matt Bryant, the second baseman. He makes the grab for the out, and it's 2 pitches, 1 out here for Drew Rarick. And that'll bring up Trey Stocker. To finish around the bases in the outfield, we got Caden Graff in left, Oliver Locke in center, and Chayton Sen in right field. Once again, Trey Stocker steps up to the plate. 7 minutes into the ball game now. And that one's popped up. And chasing after it is Chayton Sen, but he will give up the chase as he realizes that it's out of play.
Interesting going after Rarick's first pitch. He has a history of having trouble with his command, and sometimes there's coaches that they absolutely want you to take at least a strike, especially early in the ball game, to test to see how wild he is. And Stocker went after that first pitch.
0-1 to count here to Stocker. As Rarick winds up, delivers strike 2. Nice pitch, a little off-speed changeup sort of pitch there, and strike 2.
Well, he's got stuff, no question. He probably can pop at 89, 90 miles an hour on his four-seamer, and he's got some tools.
Wind up for the 0-2. Swing and a miss. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Drew Rarick. His first of the game, and now bring up Casey Clemenson with 2 away. Clemenson will face pitch number 6 from Drew Rarick.
Last game we did with Casey pitching was his first time that he's ever batted and pitched at the same time, and this will be the second time.
Well, he had success. Did he get a haircut today, or?
He also had to run the bases that game, and he actually said his legs got tired. He was not used to that.
Yeah. Fouled away for a strike here on Clemenson, 0-1. 2 away, no runners on. Rarick winds up, deals the 0-1. That one chopped out over towards Matt Bryant. He'll pick it up on a couple of hops, and that was Clemenson made it on time. Just barely beat out that 4-3 throw. It's going to go into the books as an infield hit.
Yeah, he's got his grandfather's speed, as you guys can see. And
yeah, no, that was a pretty good spurt up the first base line there by Clemenson. Now Connor Entz will step up to the plate.
Chris, I've got to watch what I say because Mike, I found out, has a pretty good memory. And if I contradict myself, he will let me know.
Chris has given verbal hand signatures saying that he agrees. He's not actually on the microphone right now. He's just listening in. So that one's fouled away.
I kind of wanted Casey not to have to run hard so he can preserve his energy, and he was giving it everything he had, which is the Pete Rose attitude.
1 hit in the ball game so far. It's Clemenson's infield hit.
Notice how high the ball bounced off out of that artificial turf.
Rick deals the 0-1. That one sent to left field, and going back, it's over the head of Caden Graff. And now heading into third is Clemenson. He'll round third, and he will score. And West Fargo strikes first here on day 1, of the state tournament.
I told you Connor has really been gaining confidence here these last couple of weeks, and he's a dangerous hitter, and he got his pitch there and drove it right off the wall. Very good hitting.
RBI double.
Number 7, Evan Berg.
Scores Clemenson from first. Is up Evan Berg. It's 1-0 now.
Evan Berg's the type of kid, too, that can drive the ball. He gets his pitch. We could see a home run tonight. That's a little prediction.
Yeah, that pitch is in for a strike. Some nice, healthy pitching here from Drew Rarick up to this point. He's tossed 10 pitches, no balls, and 10 strikes. Anything that is not a ball is a strike, including the hits and all that good stuff and fouled away pitches. So, number 10 has 10 strikes on 10 pitches, and I just pop that bubble. So
I mentioned Rarick's father, Mike, was a great pitcher at UND. My son went there for 4 years, 5 years actually, and his dad got drafted.
By the Minnesota Twins, or no?
It wasn't the Army, I know that, but he had a real strong arm. He could pop at 92, 93, and he had some severe arm problems after that, and struggled with his health.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count now here to Evan Berg. As Rarick takes a look at Ants on second and delivers a pitch into the turf for ball 2.
One of the reasons I think Berg has been hitting better this last 3 weeks is he's become more selective. We've talked about the patience of hitting, waiting for your pitch, and easier said than done.
Yeah.
But that's part of his improvement.
2-2 from Rarick. Swing and a miss as he tried to jam him up on the inside. That's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. To end the inning, they'll strand one on base, but they get one across on 2 hits with 1 runner left on, and that gives the West Fargo Patriots a 1-0 lead here after 1 complete on the Essentia Health scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Nothing West Fargo over post 400 here on the Essential Health scoreboard as we move into inning number 2 of play. Mike Mason alongside Dale Olson and Chris Upton here at the final game of day 1 of 5 of the 2022 North Dakota State AA Legion Baseball Tournament on the field in West Fargo. 3 games earlier today. Fargo post 2 over Williston, 11-0. Mandan over Dickinson, 7-3, and Jamestown over Bismarck, 8-3. So 3 games down, 1 more to go here on day number 1, and then we come back and do it all over again tomorrow with 4 more games at 10:30, 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30, just like today. And then the schedule eases up a little bit as a couple of teams will be eliminated after tomorrow. And who, we have no idea yet, because this tournament up to this point has been crazy enough that predictions should not be made.
It is so difficult. Interesting matchup now. Hayden Cressen played Little League Cal Ripken ball with Casey. They were teammates. They were a battery, and his father and his son-in-law are very good friends. His dad was a very good player out of Wapaton, and he played for the Bison for a while, and he could hit home runs. His dad could.
And that lean back by Crescent was brought to you by Close Save Barbershop. No, I'm just kidding. 1 ball, no strike, and now that one comes in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Shaving cream used to be one of the great advertisements for Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Always wanted to get like a LASIK company to sponsor a certain aspect of a game, but we won't touch on that. Inside joke for Post 400. Post 400 fans know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe a few other fans do too. So 3-1 here to Hayden Cressen.
He wants to jam him. Hayden definitely crowds the plate, and he wants to get the ball in on his hands.
And he'll walk. Cressen on base with the walk on 5 pitches. Brings up Chayton Sen.
Right fielder number 9, Chayton Sen.
Something was off there when I couldn't hear what was going on. Who's Jackson Byswinger into the on-deck circle here with nobody out and a runner on first. And the pitch to Sen is low and in for a ball, and a nice job there by Peyton Jancy as that one was that close from going into the backstop.
Pitching is so much your legs and how you push off that mound, and running hard around the bases, you know, it can take a little out of you sometimes. And
Swing and miss for a strike. One ball, one strike here to Chayton Sun. We're 17 minutes into the ball game now. 1-1 pitch is high and in as well. It's 2-1. Ball, strike, ball in that order. 5 minutes in front of the 8 o'clock hour locally here in West Fargo, North Dakota. As Clemenson peeks at Cressen and then delivers the 2-1. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
I've talked about how a left-hander's two-seam fastball absolutely moves. It just kind of fades. It's and I don't know why most right-handed pitchers don't do that. It's one of my fall balls again that I'm fairly ready for them.
We had one sneak through the gutters.
Yes, I saw that.
Drop in. I think that was in the Mandan Dickinson game, if I remember correctly. That just a wee high for ball 3 and a full count now here to Chayton Sen.
Sen did not bite. It was a good pitch, type of pitch that maybe you should have swung at, but he got by with it.
Now the payoff. Swing and a miss, and Clemenson with a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. That puts one out on the board. Hayden Cressen on first. Jackson Beiswinger steps up into the batter's box here for the Stars, and Coach Wolf will jog out to the mound to have some words with Clemenson.
And I'll tell you what this is about. Is it about Casey running the bases? How do your legs feel? You okay? You know, this is one of the gambles of having your pitcher run the bases like that. You want that strength in your legs to remain. It's not that he's in bad shape. He's just not used to doing this in a game.
Yeah. Well, everybody on this field, I presume, was born in the USA, hence why they're playing that song.
I'm one of them. I've always liked that song.
And that pitch is just so wee high for a ball. The Beiswinger, 1-0.
Umpire has a tight zone, and you as a pitcher have to adjust to it, and there's no problem with it if he's consistent.
And the 1-0. Swing and a miss for 1-1.
Now that was his changeup right there, and it's probably about 10 miles an hour slower than his fastball. And he'll throw what's called a circle change. He's got long fingers, and they throw like a palm ball, and they throw the same motion as a fastball, but it's slower.
1-1 delivery. That one hit out into left center, and making the grab with a little bit of a hop, Nolan Dodds.
That ball was hit hard on a changeup curve there, and Dodds, I think, had a little trouble with the sun there.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Baseman number 15, Eli Mock.
Beiswinger absolutely hit that right into the sun.
Dodds has played a lot of different positions this summer, and of course he's a super senior, and he's been around the block. He's a clever player, a smart player.
And the pitch in for a strike. 0-1 to Eli Mock, the batter. Go ahead.
Pitcher always wants to get ahead of that hitter, especially you get down to the bottom order. You want to stay on top. You're the boss.
I just got a text message from somebody who played under you as a basketball coach.
And I'll bet it's Mr. Carlson.
You guessed correctly. You win a prize. We'll see what kind of prize Mr. Carlson wants to serve up.
Mr. Carlson was quite a prize I told you my hair started to turn gray when I coached him.
0-2.
He was a part of one of the most unbelievable. We talk about post 400 making it to the World Series.
Yeah.
We had a basketball team in January, couldn't beat our grandmother, and we were in the state final that year.
Oh, nice.
Full house at the Minot Dome, 11,000 people there, and it was a double overtime championship game. And we went from the outhouse to the penthouse that year with Sean.
1,329 in attendance at Young Field right now.
Say that number again. I want to write that down.
1,329.
And we got a strikeout to end the inning.
Yep, we sure did. I made that number up. I think the seating capacity might be a little bit lower than that.
That's a pretty good guess.
But we'll see here. So that will end the top half of the second. We move now to the bottom half of the second with 6, 7, and 8 for West Fargo. That's Caleb Deere, Peyton Jancy, Seth Wiggestrand, Drew Rarick with pitch 15. When we return after the break, it's 1-0 Patriots over the Stars on the Essential Health scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local running store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Caleb Deere steps up to the plate in the home half of 2 here. 1-0 West Fargo on the Essential Health scoreboard. Pitch from Drew Rarick is in for a ball. 15 pitches, 12 of them found the strike zone. 1-0 to Caleb Deere. We'll also see Peyton Jancy and Seth Wiggestrand in the setting for West Fargo. Here's the windup and the 1-0 delivery, and that one's in for strike.
Yeah, he pops it. He's in the high 80s right now on his fastball. You know, this pitch count, Mike, is really a big thing. It's really got to be on coaches' minds as to how long do you let that guy go.
And that one goes into the backstop.
One of the advantages that West Fargo's had the last 2 years in the state tournament and in high school ball is they've had more depth in their pitching staff than the other teams. And it's a crucial thing.
Yep, absolutely is. And that one fouled away, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Caleb Deere has been a pleasant surprise this year. Really has improved since high school ball, and he's only going to be a junior and played a lot of positions. Maybe our number 2 pitcher right now, and he's been going to right field a lot with his hitting.
2 balls and 2 strikes for Drew Rarick on Deere, and Deere sends it to center field. Oliver Luck is backing up, and he makes the catch on the ground.
That ball floated.
It certainly did, and a nice play by Oliver Luck out in center for the first out of the bottom of the second. Both the top and the bottom of each inning brought to you by the Network Center in Fargo. Proudly supporting all the Fargo teams in the state tournament and wishing the best of luck to all the teams in the state tournament this year. We certainly appreciate their support. Hayden Jancy, the batter now, as Rarick winds up and delivers a strike to Jancy.
Jancy, as I said the other day, has been an improving player this summer, especially behind the plate, and he's going to Valley City State next year. And I'm really glad that he's going to try baseball besides football. He's definitely got some tools.
One just a hair high for a ball, even up at 1-1, and Jancy almost swung on that.
Mike, you've called a hair high, and it's a close to a strike, and but the umpire's been consistent with it. And
1-1, that's batted up the middle on 3 hops, and it's not been able to handle by Rarick, and we'll see how they charge that one.
If I was playing shortstop in my day, that's an error. But we'll listen to how liberal this crew is up here.
Well, they will.
Could give them a hit. We'll see.
They will indeed charge it as an error.
Yeah. I think Rarick would tell you I could have had that, especially on artificial turf.
Seth Wiggestrand will try and capitalize on that error by... Now they'll try and capitalize by getting Jancy out on the pickoff attempt, but not on that By 10.
Chansey has above average speed. He's got a few steals this year, and for a catcher, above average.
And the pitch.
Oh.
Inside and almost nicked Wiggestrand's left elbow. Right-handed hitters, left elbow in front, right elbow behind the bat, and the bat in the middle of the two elbows. That's one way you can remember which elbow it is. Another pick-off attempt on Chansey. Rick will take a long stare at first. Wind and deliver. That's check swing.
That was one of those, should I or shouldn't I? I had my 8th grade boy down in the cage here before the game tonight. He's got his big tournament this Saturday, and I was talking about the word conviction. And don't get yourself in that position. Let's see, should I or shouldn't I? You know, have the conviction. I either swing if it's a ball or what, but you swing.
1 ball, 1 strike to Wiggestrand. 1-1 pitch is in for strike 2. Nice pitch by Rarick.
Wiggy's been a much improved player too. He's been thrown out to the Wolves a little bit. Had to play a lot of positions, especially shortstop early in the year, and made vast improvements.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Oh,
man. Well, that'll even it up at 2 and a piece, and Chansey back to first in time.
Chansey was sleeping a little bit, and Hank kind of made a flip throw to first and almost got him.
Hayden Cressen that close. Out number 2 of the inning. And Drew Rarick that close to putting 2 runners on base.
Good curve by Rarick.
Fielder number 2, Nolan Dodds.
So Nolan Dodds the batter now.
Rarick has a tendency to be a little high with his pitches when he doesn't have total command, and that's not unusual.
Sorry about the audio issues there. I want to say thanks to our buddy Nick who alerted me to that, and you were able to hear us, but not too well. But now you can hear us hopefully a lot better.
Be interesting to see if our catcher Chansey attempts to steal here, test the catcher's arm.
All right, 1 ball, 1 strike to Dodds now that I got the audio issue resolved and I'm caught up on all my all my stats. So
Dodds has a good compact swing and usually makes contact and not afraid to bat with 2 strikes. Contact hitter.
Jim says hi from Denver, North Carolina, and he's wearing the appropriate, what's that say? The appropriate headwear. Okay, there. We won't go any further than that, but he did say a little bit more on the comments. So
What you've told me about Jim, I got to see this guy. I gotta hear more about Jim. He's one of those fans that they're hard to believe they're that committed.
2-1, and that one's a little bit low for ball 3.
Now Dodds is in a position now where is he going to hunt this? He's probably going to look for a fastball here on a 3-1 count. I don't think Rarick wants to walk him. So you as a hitter right now, are you going to go hunting and look for your pitch?
3-1. Rarick delivers. That's fouled off. Full count.
Good swing. It was a good pitch. It was on the outside corner, and Dodds isn't afraid to go to right field either. The batting 9th tonight is like a double leadoff hitter almost.
It's strange that you bring that up. I was listening to the radio today. They're talking about Buxton batting in 9 for a double leadoff hitter for the Twins.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And that one, a hard hit ball towards Eli Mock. He'll pick it up on a hop, fired over, and Bysinger, a little. I think that's going to be an
We're going to have
error.
a player at home. Nope.
And that will be an error on Eli Mock. And E5 is, I believe, how they'll try it. Hit, error, run, no.
It cannot be an RBI.
So it goes into the books as a hit, an error,
Jancy
and the run scores on the air.
Jancy showed me running the bases there, how we cut around third, cut that base sharp, and kept in stride, and that was very good base running by Jancy to score on an error. That was a tough play at third, though. It would have, I think he'd have had that beat easily. And it's almost a type of play where he could have faked the throw and see if Jancy makes a mistake coming around second. That was a tough play.
Pitch a little low and out. The batter's Brendan Hammonds. We go back to the top of the order now here for West Fargo.
Brandon's been one of our better hitters these last couple of weeks. He had one game in Grand Forks. I think he had 4 hits, and he's a contact hitter also.
2-0. My apologies, I said the count wrong. Now it's 3-0.
See, when a pitcher tries to overthrow, one of the signs that a manager looks at, and Fichtner is an excellent pitching coach, they're trying to give it a little more oomph. They're trying to push a little more off that rubber, and they don't really bend their back, and they're wild high.
3-0. And he'll force Dodds to touch up. We mentioned earlier that Rarick started with 10 strikes on 10 pitches. Since then, 13 balls and 13 strikes. He has 13 and 23 total on 26. Now a walk on pitch 37. And according to my numbers, Rarick is at 37. The official count's probably up at 39. Looks like I actually had the count right this time. I think that's the... So here comes Coach Fichtner to the mound. We'll see if that's it for Drew Rarick or not.
Could be, because they want more of him in this tournament. Tough decision right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He has about, what'd you say, 60 requires 1 day rest?
Yeah, they come back in 2 days.
Okay, yeah.
At 60, under 60, I mean. Under 40, you can come the next day.
Okay, got it.
I think your total for a grand total in a game is 105 for North Dakota Legion. Some states are different.
Yep, you know, you're spot on with 105 there. Trey Stalker struck out swinging on one of those first 10 strikes, on 3 of those first 10 strikes by Rarick last time he was up.
What did you say Rarick's pitch count is right now?
I have him at 38 with
38.
that pitch that just was tossed there.
I think Fichtner's looking at 60 right now, unless, of course, they can turn the table.
And that one, a line drive out into center field. Oliver Luck dives, and did he make the catch? He did. Trey Stalker flies out on a low line drive, and Oliver Luck makes a diving catch forward to end the inning. They will strand 2 on base, and we'll go to the top of the third. It's 2-0 as West Fargo plates are on here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 in favor of West Fargo on the Essential Health scoreboard. We're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, welcome back. We move into the third inning here after 2 complete. It's a 2-0 lead for West Fargo. Hayden Cressen will look to get the bats going here for the Stars. According to my numbers, that was pitch 38 for Casey Clemenson. So both pitchers at about that same pitch number right now. That's fouled off for a strike. And there's the 0-1 from Clemenson. That one comes inside. A nice left jab to the turf there by Jancy to keep that one from going into the backstop.
That's the slider he wants as a strike. And when he's missing on that, it'll upset him a little.
And there's a strike there.
That was a 4-seam fastball, probably 84, 85.
1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Hayden Cressen. And Cressen will knock that one right over to Connor Entz. Connor Entz flips it back, safe at first.
Ooh, that was a close call. That's a call on the big leagues. That manager right now, Aaron Boone of the Yankees, will review that one. Will there be a day that we'll see a review in Legion Baseball?
My guess is not any time in the next 10 years.
Second baseman, number 6, Matt Bryant.
Connor Entz made a nice play on that ground ball to his right there, and the feed was good. It was a bang-bang play, really was.
Pitch 42 coming up for Clemenson. It's going to be Matt Bryant, batter 9 in the lineup, and that comes in for a strike. 17 balls, 25 strikes on 42 tosses for Clemenson unofficially. And now Matt Bryant will jog up and have some words with his coach / older brother, Ben Bryant, as coach, the other coach, I don't know his name.
That's Quinn Irie.
Coach Irie.
He's a Bismarck Century guy. He was a catcher for 4 years for Coach Hager at Jamestown College. Good baseball man. He will be the head coach at over at the new high school in West Fargo.
Oh, Horace?
At Horace next year. Yes, he's a very good baseball man. Knows the game and was a good player.
0-1. And now a pickoff attempt on Cressen at first.
Now, you see the 9th hitter now, number 6, Bryant. See how he gave away the bunt sign there, or the bunt attempt, and that's one of the reasons why you try to pick him off right away. Well, he's not giving it away now.
And a strike is tossed there, and it's 0-2 to Matt Bryant.
There's that slider. Now, as number 9 hitter, we'll see. I don't want to put it right down the middle, but I definitely want to come after him with heat. Throw that high fastball just a little high and make him swing at it.
Now
which he did. Contact hitters like Bryant can give pitchers battles because that's all they're looking for. They're not looking to pop it. They're looking to make contact. I wish we saw more of that in Major League Baseball.
0-2. And now a rundown between first and second, and Cressen gets tagged out.
Now, as a coach, I'm upset with that type of base running. So he's trying to cheat. And you try to get that big of a jump, and Casey smelled that right away, and that's not good base running. And that's the type of situation that can just really hurt your momentum. Seen base running is an underrated skill, and at every level, I think it's just not appreciated enough. You can be an excellent base runner and not have real great speed. Now, the coach is coming out here, and what he's saying is, did Casey
make a motion towards home? Yeah,
and,
Bach. Yeah.
Wow, that's
I'd have to look at the replay. I was looking more at the pickoff attempt. But
see, once Casey comes home, that right shoulder of his, being a left-hander, has to start. If it starts coming towards home, and then he throws to first, it's technically a balk. So that's what an umpire has to look at, and it's a tough call. And you don't see it called that much, but left-handers definitely have an advantage with that move of theirs like that, and it just seems to freeze runners at times.
0-2 here to Matt Bryant. Nobody on base now, and that is fouled away.
It was a good curve with 2 strikes, and Bryant fought that one off too. A good at bat by Bryant.
Two strikes, 2 fouled away pitches. 1 out.
Oh, that one got away from him. That's what you call a non-competitive pitch. 1-2 or 0-2, you don't want to give him a strike, but that was definitely out of the zone.
And that one ripped out towards Brennan Hammond. He'll pick it up and fire it over. He came off the base, and Bryant is safe. And is that an error? No, that's an
That's a throwing error.
Yeah, throwing error or catching error?
That's definitely
throwing
a
error.
throwing
Yep.
error.
So that'd be an error charged to the shortstop.
Brennan, he did everything right at short, and he did his little bunny hop and let it go. He's got a strong arm, and just let it sail a little bit. Sometimes if you come a little bit sidearm, that ball has a tendency to sail.
Here's Oliver Luck, made that fantastic catch in center field to end the 2nd inning. He steps up to the plate now, sees that first pitch go low and out for a ball, 1-0. Jancy quickly to the ball, rips off his mask in the event that Bryant might take off for second. Pitch 49 for Clemenson, according to my numbers, coming up here. And that pitch is high for ball 2.
Casey kind of shakes his head there. He's not happy with that type of rhythm on that pitch. He doesn't like to be wild high.
And the 2-0 in for a strike, 2-1.
Pitching is so much rhythm, and you know, you look at the great pitchers of the past in Major League Baseball, and so many of them, just like Roger Clemens, had huge legs.
Now the pick
got him again.
They got him.
Wow.
That is 2 runners at first who have been
absolutely
picked off, tagged
undressed.
out for outs 1 and 2.
They were undressed, and Coach Fichtner, I'll tell you, is not happy. See, again, trying to cheat, trying to get that extra little step, and he gets frozen. Should I or shouldn't I?
2-1 is in for an interesting strike, 2-2.
You got that corner. If the ball is low, the ump seems to call that strike. If it's a little high, he's been consistent with calling a higher pitch a ball.
Swinging and a miss, and now take care of the Stars here in the top of the 3rd. 2 runners tagged out on first, so no runners left on base, and Drew Rarick will toss pitch number 40 when we return, as Clemenson has 51 pitches now with that strikeout. It'll be Clemenson, Ensenberg, the middle, not quite the middle. It's 3, 4, and 5 when we return. Rarick will pitch 40 after this.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. Casey Clemenson about to step up to the plate here for the Patriots. He's 1 for 1, had that infield single last time he was at the plate. He would eventually come around and score the first run of the game. That pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Connor Entz on deck, Evan Berg to follow. 15 balls and 25 strikes on 40 tosses for Rarick. Here's toss 41, and it's strike 26.
Rarick is going to come after you. There's no question his best pitch is his four-seam fastball, and that's his game. He's going to try to blow it by you.
47 minutes into the ball game now, and another strike delivered there by Rarick.
You know, he has thrown on 2 strike counts that outside slider that's about 6 inches outside. We'll see if he goes to the slider.
And he does, and it went a little bit more than 6 inches to the outside there.
Those are those non-competitive pitches that a pitcher doesn't like and a pitching coach doesn't like. You're trying to give it a little bit extra oomph and you get out of your rhythm.
2-2. Rarick winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. He went a little early on that one, and he paid the price.
That was a good pitch. Change-up curve, and probably 10 miles an hour slower than his fastball, and very good pitch.
First baseman, number 32, Connor Entz.
So another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Drew Rarick, and now Connor Entz. Last time he was up, he would double to the left field wall. That would score Casey Clemenson from first.
Oh, he just
that
missed
one
that
hit
one.
up high.
He just missed it.
And now left fielder Caden Graff will come and make the grab.
Connor's got a confident swing right now, and he's feeling it, and he just got under that a little, or it's could have been a bye-bye.
2 away for Evan Berg. He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And now Rarick will set, get the signal, wind, and deliver. And the pitch is a little high for a ball, 1-0. 83 pitches for Rarick now. That was a press box joke here. It's not really at 83 pitches. So.
See, that tells me that they're listening, see? So they must think you're fairly important anyway to listen to you. Knowing those guys, you got to play around with them.
Swing and a miss for a strike. That was pitch 48 to be more accurate. 30 of his 48 pitches have found the strike zone. 2-1 here to Evan Berg. On deck is Caleb Deere if Berg can reach base. And now time is called as Berg will step out, take a practice swing, step back in. He'll dig in. Cressen will deliver the signal. Rarick will wind up and deliver. High for a ball. 3-1. Rarick will look in for that signal from Cressen. He'll agree to it. He'll set. And deliver. Swing and a miss. Evan Berg, strike 2.
There's that high pitch again. It's close to a strike, and guys that hit with a little power, they can't resist it. It's just, it's like apple pie. Can't resist it.
And the payoff pitch, a little high, and now Berg's on first base, and Caleb Deere will step up to the plate. Deere 0 for 1. Flied out to Oliver Luck in center field last time he was at the plate. I believe that was the one where Luck had to make the catch on the run,
Yeah,
going back towards the wall.
It was a floater at
yeah.
You know, I stood out in center field today, right beyond that 370 mark, and if you look over at the left field foul pole, being 335 feet, and you watch the green monster, you take a look at the green monster, must come in about 15 feet. So that's your best spot to hit a home run where the monster is. But now if you look out into right center field, it's 335 down the right field line. Right center field, you got to hit it about 390 to get a home run. And it's an interesting ballpark. A little bit of my father-in-law was asking me, well, why'd they put that big screen thing up there? And I said, they call that the monster. If you watch baseball with Fenway Park, it's one of the most fascinating parts of baseball is how they develop some of these old-time ballparks. And it's got personality.
Absolutely. Well, we've seen a couple home runs hit over that green monster in the last couple weeks here at Young Field.
Yes, we have.
We'll see if we see another one coming up here. That one cranked but foul, first base side.
Deere was on that. Deere is, like I said, has been going to right field, right center a lot. I think that's good. It's you're letting the ball get deep, but he's got a short, compact swing. He's making contact. That's good.
We saw Deere hit a 3-run homer to left a couple weeks ago here on Magnitude Sports, and that one cranked once again almost to the same spot. Back-to-back fouled away pitches for an 0-2 count.
Now Rarick has gone to that slider on the outs. He's gone to the outside corner when he's got you with 2 strikes, and we'll see if he does that again here. As a hitter, I got to be protective. I'm just looking for contact. That's all.
0-2. And the pitch, runner goes, that one cranked into right field. Rounding second is Evan Berg. He'll head into third.
They're going to score a run on that.
West Fargo's likely going to score. They're going to charge that as a hit and an error, I'm guessing.
Definitely. Got ahead of himself out in right field. I've seen that about 4 or 5 times this last month where that outfielder comes in so hard, the ball's off to his side, and he's thinking about his throw, and he overruns it. And we won a game in Minneapolis at Northwestern University, a game winner by that type of play. Type of error that can just kill you.
Caleb Deere will get a base hit. And then Evan Berg will score on the error, and Deere will advance to second on that same error. Now that pitch comes outside for a ball. 1-0 here to Peyton Jancy, who reached on the error right before that one last time he was at the plate.
Nice hitting by Deere. I'd love to see. It was almost a hit and run type of situation. And second baseman could have actually played Deere more to his left. You know, like in the big leagues, you see on these shifts now where that infielder will play 20 feet out in the outfield. But they got tremendous arms, of course, to be able to do that.
That one cranked foul as well. I want to say hi to Greg, who's chimed in on the YouTube chat. Up from the Watford City area, I believe. Watford City Walleye, a single A team. I'm not sure if the Walleye are in the state tournament or not, but I think they're in the single A division.
Say hi to Fred Fridley in Watford City, one of the all-time great coaches in North Dakota.
And that pitch is in for a strike.
That was a little high again. That's the first one I've seen that ump call. It was borderline.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Caleb Deere on second.
Run given up and all of them.
And the 2-2. That one hit out hard towards Easton Rarick. He picks it up, fires it over. Oh! And he did come down in time. So they'll strand 1 runner on base. And that will send us to the 4th inning of play as Jancy will ground out on a 6-3. That nearly was turned into another error. Post 400 getting a little bit of a break on that one. The Patriots, they've scored a digit in each of the innings so far. And they lead 3-0 on the Essentia Health scoreboard over the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Back after this. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Number 12, Grant Nutter.
All right, welcome back. Grant Matter, the batter here. And that one's popped up. First base side, Connor Entz going after it, and Connor Entz making the catch. One pitch, one out.
Connor showed steadiness there. He knew that dugout wasn't far from him, and boy, he's improved his play. I just got to talk more and more about that, because you young players that are coming through a system, and you get moved up and get your opportunity. Sometimes you know, to settle into that and to find that confidence. I've given Connor a lot of credit for what he's done this year. Much improved ball player.
And that pitch will just miss the strike zone. Looked like a possible curveball that just missed from Clemenson. I got confirmation that the Watford City Walleye are indeed a single-A team. That comes from their opponent. One of the coach's alumni fans, our buddy Nick, says they're playing Kindred in the state tournament, the Watford City Walleye are. And they play each other on Friday, so good luck to those two teams in their contest this Friday. 2 balls and a strike here to Easton Rarick. As the lights have been turned on here at Young Field. So we reach 8:37 p.m.
What a beautiful night. This morning it looked like it was going to rain a little bit, and it was cool and cloudy, but it's a beautiful night.
3-1, and he swings and misses, and it's 3-2.
Rarick definitely takes a rip at it. He's an aggressive third hitter for the 400 club.
Payoff pitch coming up here for Clemenson. Ooh, he tried to catch that inside edge and just missed it.
Close pitch. It had Rarick fooled, and but it probably was a little inside.
Hayden Cressen will step up to the plate now. We'll see if Post 400 can keep the runners on base, unlike they were able to in the top of the third.
Again, Cressen and Casey Clemenson were teammates for a couple of years, and it's just interesting to see how they've grown physically in the last couple of years.
And that is
that late timeout to me can be dangerous. That pitcher's in his. He started his delivery, and to stop it is not easy.
And that one grazed the edge.
Yeah, liberal outside strike there.
Looks like your former basketball star was at Wrigley Field at 1:20 p.m. today.
Yeah, they texted me. And, they were having fun. That's a delight to go to a ballpark like that. I've been there myself, and it's sent from heaven.
Cressen down on the count 0-2 to Clemenson. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and Cressen goes down on strikes.
That was that high fastball, a little high, and Hank, you know, being the power hitter he is, he wanted to protect too, but he was going to give it a rip, and it's tough to keep up with that 85, 86 mile an hour heater.
Well, we'll see if Clemenson can replicate the strikeout he delivered to Chayton Sen last time, and now they try and pick off Eric, but no success there.
Base runners, you're down runs, and I'm sure Coach Fichtner has said, hey, boys.
That pitch will miss for a ball. 1-0 to Chayton Sen. Chayton Sen, we saw him hit a grand slam against the Moorhead Blues about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right.
That was his first ever home run of his career, and so far his only home run of his career. I was talking to his dad after that, and I was told that he's hit the fence on many occasions, but was never able to sneak one over it. And
get that grand salami. Memorable. That froze him a little bit too, but Rarick is, who's got pretty good running speed, and I don't think he has any visions of stealing right now.
2-0 to Sen, make that 3-0.
Casey takes his cap off like that and rubs his hair. He's a little upset with himself. That was a non-competitive pitch, and his rhythm hasn't been real sharp here his last 2 innings.
3-0. Got it in there for a strike.
I know when he was in Little League, a lot of times it's about smoothness, keeping your rhythm at a smooth level. Don't try to overthrow. Try to keep that rhythm.
That pitch in for strike 2. Sen thought it was ball 4, but it was not.
I've just been calling that outside one or inside pitch. It's fairly close. Runner will be, no, it's full count.
And that one's fouled off.
What's Casey's pitch count right now?
I have him at 68. The official counter has him at 1,002.
These guys are listening to you, Mike.
Well, they're listening to you. You're the one who asked.
God, I wish my wife would listen to me like that.
Something tells me there's a warm couch waiting for you. That'll end the inning. It'll be a strikeout, Chayton Sen. I have nobody to get in trouble with, so I can talk all I wish. 1 runner left on base, and that will bring us to the home half of 4 with batters 8, 9, and 1. Wiggestrand, Dodds, and Hammond. Rarick will toss pitch 60 when we return after this. We're 1 hour and 3 minutes into the ball game. 3-0 West Fargo on the Essential Health scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back. Seth Wiggestrand leads things off for the Patriots here in the home half of the 4th. Rarick winds up and fires pitch 60, and that's in for ball 1.
Yeah, I think he's going to go the route, Rarick. I was thinking for a while that knowing Fichtner, he could take him out on that 59th pitch, and you got him 2 days later, but he's thinking he's a veteran coach, and it's today we're playing. It's today, not 2 days from now.
1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Took a little off that. Brennan Hammond has been a good 2-strike hitter this summer. He usually guards the plate. I don't want to give him the whammy here right now, but he's usually pretty good at contact. Just like
There's
that.
some contact there. Diving for it was Rarick, but it snuck by him in center field. Luck will pick it up. It's a base hit for Wiggestrand.
Now there's, you know, when these hitters that are struggling, if you can have that 2-strike mentality sometimes where all I want to do is get my bat on the ball. And that short protective swing there gets them a base hit. And that's the name of the game, putting the ball in play. Good hitting.
Showing that bunt, pulls it back. The pitch comes across for a ball. 1-0 here to Nolan Dodds, 1 for 1. Singled down the third base line. I think that was part of a hit-error combination, if I remember correctly.
He did get a base hit out of it, but he ended up at second base.
Wiggestrand getting a little bit of a lead off, and now that'll be bunted foul to the
Nolan's
right.
not happy with himself there. He's a good bunter. That ball was a foot outside, and he was not. He could have easily let that go for ball 2. He knows that too, and that happens. It's you've got to make up that decision. You got about 0.45 hundredths of a second to make up your mind, and it's not easy.
1-1. Shows bunt again, and then bunts it up
Kinda
and back,
poked at that
and
too.
that will take care of the bunt attempts unless the coach has some.
Nolan is a good bunter, and but he's also a decent hitter.
Yep.
Don't let it fool you that because he's batting 9th that they don't consider his ability as a hitter. And like Hammond, he can be a good 2-strike hitter. He protects, and I think we'll see him swinging the bat.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Nolan Dodds. And that one pops up
Could
like
go
a
to third
piece of
on that
popcorn.
possibly.
I don't know if that came off his knee or what. I couldn't quite see from where I was
I
standing.
think it kind of hit the ground and kind of came off his heel of his glove, and then might even tipped his shoulder a little bit and went straight up in the air practically. Hank has improved a lot as a catcher over the years, and he had his body in good position. That ground is hard on artificial turf, and you see big caroms.
2-2. Cressen couldn't quite frame it into the strike zone. It'll be ball 3. Full count now here to Dodds. Brendan Hammond on deck. Rarick with pitch 69 and 70 up ahead. Nobody out. Runner on second is Wiggestrand. Swing and a miss.
Good fastball by Rarick, and Dodds had a good swing at it. He's going back to that dugout though, and he's a little upset with himself. He didn't really get the job done there, and he's a competitor.
Number 5, Brennan Hammond.
That's the 5th Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Drew Rarick here in this contest. Brendan Hammond as we return to the top of the order here for West Fargo now. Once again, West Fargo scored a run in every inning. They got a runner in scoring position right now here in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch in for a strike.
Yeah, his umpire's strike zone is widened, both inside and outside as the game has gone on. Seems like he's consistent with it with both teams.
Rarick will take a couple peeks at Wiggestrand on second, deliver the pitch. That one lined out right field, and with the grab there is Chayton Sen, and he'll fire it back in quickly enough to keep Wiggestrand on second. A line out to right. We'll bring up Trey Stocker with 2 away.
3, Trey Stocker.
Stocker 0 for 2, struck out swinging, line drived out to Oliver Luck on a diving catch to end the inning. I think that was back in the 2nd, I believe.
Yeah, that was the catch of the game.
That one fouled off for strike 1.
Hitters are looking for Rarick to come with that fastball strike right away, and they're definitely letting it go, and nothing wrong. It's good aggressive hitting.
The 0-1. Missed 1-1.
Did he go? Umpire said no.
Yep.
Toughest
So
call
ball two.
for an umpire is that half swing. Did he go or didn't he? Hitters count for Stalker. See if he's aggressive with this swing.
This is pitch 75 for Rarick. And it comes in for ball 29. 3-1 to Trey Stalker.
Rarick wanted that pitch. He likes that slider on the outside corner. It's been an effective pitch for him. But now I guess with 3-1 count, he's going to come with that four-seamer, and Stalker should be looking for it.
3 balls and a strike to Stalker. Casey Clemenson on deck. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and a full count here to Stalker.
Again, as a hitter now with full count, you got to look at contact, just making contact. I'm not guessing. I'm just anything close to that zone, and short swing, try to put it in play.
Payoff pitch for Rarick on the way. Popped up. Cressen pops his mask off, and he will watch that one go into the stands.
We hear it when we're here.
Yeah. So payoff pitch number 2 up ahead here for Rarick. All of a sudden, it's not safe to sit in the stands here at West Fargo.
Yeah. Rarick is having trouble with his jersey. It keeps coming out on the back, and he's trying to tuck it in, and it's kind of irritating him. Ooh. Coach Roll did not like that call. From our angle here, that was a little more outside than what he's been calling, and that's the way it goes.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you there. That one I think should have maybe been a ball, but it is what it is. It ends the 4th inning of play. Jackson Byswinger, Eli Mott, Caden Graff. It's batters 6, 7, and 8. If Clemenson comes back out onto the mound, we'll see him toss pitch 70 when we return after this. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Jackson Byswinger, the batter, to start the top of the 5th here. The Stars trail by the score 3-0, holding West Fargo scoreless in their first home half of the inning in the 4th there. And we move to the 5th, and Byswinger, who's 0 for 1 with a line drive out to left field, swings and misses here for an 0-1 count. Clemenson just tossed pitch 70, here's pitch 71. In for a strike. Strike 44, ball 27.
getting yourself in an 0-2 count against Clemenson. I'm sure he's talking to himself, and again, that hitter wants to be in a mode where he makes contact. That was a good pitch there by Casey. He definitely did not want to pipe one, and thinking that the hitter might fish. It's a chess game.
1-2. He'll attack the strike zone and get him swinging. That's out number 1. Brings up Eli Mock.
Third baseman, number 15, Eli Mock.
Eli's a-coming.
Moves Caden Graff into the on-deck circle. Mock and Graff, 7 and 8 in the lineup here for the Stars. Clemenson with pitch 74. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah. See that fastball of Casey's right now, it's just on that borderline. If we could look at a rectangle at the top of the box, he's just really close to that. Same there, right there. And when you hit it, it's a foul ball, sometimes a pop-up.
We have a second color man in the stands, apparently. The 0-2. And that one is got him looking.
Mike, they call them critics that are in the stands. Educated critics.
Left fielder number 11, Caden.
And there are other words to describe it, too.
Yeah, some that we probably shouldn't say.
And we won't say. My mom said, you don't say anything bad about anybody else.
That pitch a little bit low for a ball. Caden Graff 1 for 1 on a infield single. And I think I heard the bat make a little bit of contact or going with a fouled away pitch. Either way, it's 1-1.
Now, this is interesting with Coach coming out to talk to Casey. Casey's in a good rhythm right now. And I don't know if he's looking at pitch count, what he's got on his mind, but I don't know why he would want to interrupt Casey now where he's at.
And did he snag the ball from him? I
Yes.
think he did, yep. So Clemenson done with 78 pitches, 29 balls, and 49 strikes. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with your new pitcher in a moment.
No, he's staying.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue. All right, so we do not have a new pitcher. We thought that the ball was taken away from Clemenson, but it was not. So we'll come back from the break early there. Yeah, interesting, like you said, and you're hinting towards it, why he came out when he did. We'll see if. Oh, no.
See, he's rock and rolling right now, and I got to hear it from the horse's mouth as to why that was.
This is pitch number 80 for Clemenson. That one flared to right field and drifts foul.
Graff is the one that beat one out to first for a base hit on that bang play. He was late on the pitch, and then here comes Coach again to take him out. I do not understand. I don't think there's anything wrong with Casey physically. There's the ball.
Okay, now he's done.
What is going on?
80 pitches, 29 balls, 51 strikes, and he is done. Now we'll take the break, and we'll come back with your new pitcher in just a moment.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They were so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Here, when our path takes an unexpected turn, we keep moving forward. When life sends us a message, we listen. When you're determined to beat the odds, we help you plan for what's next. This is commitment, resourcefulness, determination. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Papers, creepers.
All right, welcome back.
Confusion, Mike.
So Casey Clemenson at 80 pitches, so he's out until Saturday.
Why would they do that? I am absolutely befuddled, Mike.
Well,
Why would you walk him on a 1-2 count? I have no idea what is going on.
At first, I thought you were confused about why they switched.
We're having a bit of trouble counting here.
But 80 pitches,
Give us a
he
sec.
can
We'll
pitch
figure it out.
on Saturday. That's the reason for taking him out around Saturday, or so he could pitch again Saturday.
Yep.
But it's right on 80, and they said he had one more pitch, and then he's got a 1-2 count on the guy. Why in the world? Or maybe they screwed up on the pitch count. I don't know. I'm befuddled.
Well, we'll figure it out, and we'll find out Saturday, I guess. So.
But I never want to walk somebody with a 1-2 count. It's a 3-0 game. This game is not over.
Yeah, that is a little bizarre to me as well.
I've never seen that.
So Graf reaches on a intentional walk, as apparently Caleb. I might have to ask some of my baseball. What's the word I'm looking for?
But see, I know,
Faithful.
Mike, when you're at 105 and you're pitching to a hitter that's got a count, you can go over the 105 to finish that batter. Then you're done.
Yeah.
Is that the situation with the number 80? I don't know.
Oh, that could very well be the case, actually. All right, so Matt Bryant will step up to the plate now. As Matt Bryant, the first of 2 leadoff hitters in the 9 spot here for the Post 400 Stars. First pitch to Bryant, 1-0. He reached base on an error. And I just got confirmation from one of an assistant coach that coaches for a baseball team in the region here, and he says that the 80 pitch does not work like the 105 does. If he went to 81, he would not be able to pitch until Sunday, and there is no game on Sunday.
Right.
So thank you once again. Like I said, I have to reach out to some of my baseball experts, and I didn't have to reach out to them. They heard what I was saying, and they texted me. So thank you.
But why walk him? Maybe the next pitcher that comes in, would that pitch be counted towards Casey's 81st? Yeah, I got some questions to answer, I guess.
You know, another thing I just thought of. Didn't the coach visit the mound multiple times on
Twice.
the same hitter? Yeah, is that allowed? I don't know.
Yes, two during the inning.
Oh, 2 during the inning?
Yes.
But during the same hitter, is that allowed?
Yeah, I think so. In
You
the
think
Major
so?
League Baseball, I don't think it is.
Okay, we'll have to double check on that one. Got some differing opinions, but that's okay.
And there are differing rules. There's no question about that if we're comparing this to Major League Baseball.
I don't know what we're comparing it to, but
See, now we're putting ourselves in a tough spot here.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we got a full
payoff
count.
pitch to Matt Bryant. Caden Graff on second. And the pitch.
And
Swing
got
and
him.
a miss.
Big strikeout.
That ends the inning, or ends the top half of the inning. Casey Clemenson, Connor Entz, and Evan Berg will be the batters for West Fargo, and we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Casey Clemenson.
All right, welcome back. Casey Clemenson, the batter. And the pitch is missed for a ball. 1-0 to Casey Clemenson, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout.
I got some clarification from Mr.
Okay.
Clent, the umpire, and there's
All
some
right.
geniuses over there, really, when you stop and think about it. Look at that. I got him laughing now. Hey, that's good stuff when you can make those guys laugh.
2 balls and no strikes. That's not a laughing matter if you're the pitching coach for Pulse 400, but
You know, I'm 73 years old, and I've been around this game a lot. And I saw something tonight I've never seen before.
And I thought I have seen something of everything I've never seen before, but now I find out that maybe there's something I haven't seen yet.
Just wait till you get married, Mike. See if he hunts this pitch now. You want to hunt this fastball that's going to come. Yeah, you got under.
Popped up. By swinger is looking at it in foul territory, makes the grab.
One of those fastballs that is on the borderline, and as a hitter with a little uppercut.
First baseman number 32,
you pop it
Connor
up.
Entz.
Connor Entz steps up to the plate. Here's the windup from Rarick. It is still Rarick, right? Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah, those guys are right over there. Rarick's going to go all the way up to that 105.
I have him at 83 right now. Check that 85.
See if
As
Connor,
the count goes to 2-0.
Connor hunts this 2-0 pitch now with some patience. He can put a good swing on it here. I think he's going to
Ooh, that one came
close.
inside.
That was close.
He probably was hunting for it, but then decided I'm not biting on this at all.
He doesn't give an inch at the plate too. He's not afraid of the ball by any means. 3-0. He's gonna take here.
There's a strike.
Now we'll see him hunt this fastball, but on this 3-1 pitch here, I could see a slider coming on the outside corner.
And that one's served up right field, foul territory. 3 people giving chase, and it's caught by Hayden Cressen. Right fielder comes in and makes the grab for the Stars to put 2 outs on the board, and Evan Berg, the 5-hitter, will come up to the plate now.
7, Evan
I think both Casey and Connor were kind of hungry for that pitch. And sometimes when you swing a little extra hard, you dip that back shoulder, and then you see a pop-up.
Inside, ball 1. Bottom of the 5th, Drew Rarick. Next pitch will be number 90. Not getting any disagreement. I'm not getting any agreement either. So on 90 pitches, 36 balls and 54 strikes.
Big leagues, you rarely see a pitcher go to 100. I got a chance to visit with the great Tommy Lasorda, and he hated the idea that if you got around 100 pitches, you were done. He said, I once threw 250 pitches. I had a rubber arm, he said.
2-1. That one popped up third base side, and Caden Graff is going after it, and he makes the grab, and that ends the 5th inning of play.
Big hits in the 5th, no runs, no hits.
It remains a 3-0 game on the Essentia Health scoreboard in favor of West Fargo, and now the Stars will bring out Oliver Luck, Grant Matter, and Easton Rarick. It's their top of the order when we return.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
All right, welcome back. Oliver Luck steps up to the plate here for the Stars. Takes the first pitch for a strike and fouls the second one off for a second strike.
I'm going to test you, Mike. Do you remember where Sombrero came from?
Something about a 3 strikeouts.
He just did the sombrero. It's not a grand sombrero, but 3 comes from what? Hockey man. Now I'm testing his intelligence here from a...
Number 12, Brett.
I don't know. After after 3 and
he forgot
6,
hat-trick.
7th baseball games is not the time to test me. Fouled off there and almost nailed Easton Rarick, who was on the on-deck circle.
Yeah, a hat trick is a good thing in hockey, which, coming from Shiloh Christian, you know, I expected him to nail this one.
Putting too much pressure on me. As I told you in a previous broadcast, my classmates wouldn't have thought I was as smart as I was back in high school, so hopefully they feel differently today. But
wait till you have your 40-year reunion.
That one popped up. Jancy rips off his mask, makes the grab. Nice grab there by Jancy.
The old days, Yogi Berra used to catch it right at his belt buckle, and he had a catcher's mitt with a little hole. And nowadays, that catcher's mitt is so much like a first baseman's mitt that they can catch it like a first baseman.
2 outs. Easton Rarick steps up to the plate here for the Stars in the top of the 6th. Post 400 running out of outs. They are down to 4 outs and need 3 runs, assuming West Fargo doesn't score in the bottom of the 6th. They scored in the first 3 innings. They have not scored in the last 2 innings. There's a hit into center field. Easton Rarick is on base with a single.
Their second hit of the game.
Catcher number 20, Hayden Cressen.
Hayden Cressen 0 for 1. He drew a walk and then he struck out swinging. Complete opposites of the spectrum there for his 2 at-bats.
Dangerous hitter. He's got pretty good pop.
He has hit a couple home runs this year for the Stars, and they could use one of those right now.
Good pitch by Deere. He's not afraid to come inside, and guys with power sometimes don't like the ball on their fist. They want to be able to extend that bat.
New right fielder, I believe it might be Cooper Borkart. I didn't grab my binoculars. That one is hit into center field for back-to-back hits and back-to-back singles. And now Post 400 is starting to feed their opportunity, I'll put it that way. Chayton Sen 0 for 2. He struck out swinging and then he struck out looking on his 2 trips to the plate.
Pinch hitting for the Stars, number 5, Jake Jaroszewski.
And Jake Jaroszewski will take over. Number 5 takes over in the number 5 slot for the Stars. Jake Jaroszewski has never had a hit to right field on Magnitude Sports. It's always been left and center. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Caleb Deere, I have him for 15 pitches now, and 12 of those have found the strike zone. The 0-1 coming up as Deere looks back at Rarick and delivers the pitch and misses, and it's 1-1.
Kind of a lot of mumbling going on in the crowd. There's noise.
Now one's high and in. Ball 2.
So, you know, Deere, you want to definitely keep him under 40 pitches, hopefully, or otherwise, you're under 40, you can come the next day. Now he's getting himself in trouble here now, trying to force the issue a little bit. Got the first strike, and now he's coming over the top a little bit, trying to overthrow. Stay in that rhythm. You want to keep that smoothness.
Jackson Beiswinger on deck if Jaroszewski can reach base. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch. High for ball 4. No, it was not. That's the first high strike he's called all game. And
that high it is. I agree with you on that. And it happens.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, you mentioned it earlier. Strike zone, it went wider left to right, and now it's a little bit higher.
Runners on the move right now with 2 outs. Full count.
And Jaroszewski will call time, step out, and step back in.
And the pitch. And that one's chopped up over the head of Deer. And it's going to be an infield hit. And now the bases are loaded.
See that ball bounce off the artificial turf? My gosh, it looks like a pop-up at first. It goes so high. Coach Irie, Quinn Irie, can go out and talk with Caleb. Bases loaded, a definite threat.
Easton Rarick, Hayden Cressen, Jake Jaroszewski, the faces on the bases, as those three that I just mentioned will go and talk with Coach Bryant as the Patriots huddle up on the mound to talk things over. 2 away, and a base hit could put the Stars back in this game. Down 3-0 here in the top of the 6th. We'll keep it here live. Once again, we want to thank some of our sponsors, including Essentia Health, Network Center in Fargo, mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sweet Shots in Fargo, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, and Touchmark. Jake Jaroszewski on first, Hayden Cressen on second, Easton Rarick on third. The bases loaded for Jackson Beiswinger, 0 for 2. Line drive and a strikeout swinging.
Capable hitter.
And that one hit him, or did
no,
it hit
didn't.
him?
Well, they got a break.
It came very close.
3 out of 4 balls that get by the catcher will carry him almost right back to him. That hard backstop. It's not cement. It's just a hard cushion. And it almost bounces, propels off of it. And Leonard at third was not gonna challenge that.
Jaroszewski gets one into center field. Easton Rarick scores. They're gonna hold Cressen at third, and the bases are gonna stay loaded for Eli Mock, and the Stars are on the board. It's 3-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. The Williston team bus is being blocked by a car over on the bus pad on the far side of the parking lot. It's a black Jeep, North Dakota plates 180DGN. 180DGN. Please move your vehicle so the Williston bus can leave.
Deere is having a little trouble with his command, and so he's trying to aim the ball a little bit.
Check strike and takes it for a strike. Eli Mock to bat. Go ahead. Or I'll go ahead. You go ahead.
Got that first strike. Use that fastball. Have confidence in your rhythm and hit the mitt.
That one's a little bit high. Now it's 1-1 to Eli Mock. Stars on the board. They are a base hit away from tying this game. They have 5 hits in the game. 4 of them have come in this inning.
Digging himself a hole. He's definitely aiming the ball. And when you see that as a coach, you know, how do you loosen him up? They've already gone out and talked to him a little bit. And as part of the pressure of baseball, got to trust it. Good pitch there. Pitcher, I think the hitter was smart in taking that too. You can see that he's struggling with his control, and he's going to work him as far as he can.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch here for Caleb Deere. Big at bat for Eli Mock. 2-2. Swung on. Whoa, that was a laser beam right into the post 400 bench.
That was scary.
I should say dugout. It's not really well, there is a bench in there, but it remains 2-2. Number 2.
There.
Swing and a miss. And he got him. They strand 3 on base, and they let an opportunity slip away. But they get 1 across, and now they're within 2 heading into the top of the 7th. They'll look to hold West Fargo scoreless so they can get 1 more chance. Oh, I'm sorry. Bottom of the 6 is where we're going. I'm a little bit ahead of myself here. Caleb Deere, Peyton Jancy, Seth Wigestrand. 6, 7, and 8. Drew Rarick with pitch 93 when we return.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 bucks, though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Caleb Deere will start things off here in the home half of 6 to face pitch 93 from Drew Rarick. 1 for 2, fly out to center, single to right. Pitch 93. And that is a line drive to Matt Bryant. And that is 1 pitch, 1 out. And you like to see that. I don't care what team you're coaching for. You like those 1 pitch, 1 outs.
Deere continues to go to right field. Nothing wrong with that.
Peyton Jancy.
Peyton Jancy 0 for 2, reached on an error and grounded out to the shortstop. And the error was charged to the shortstop on that at bat as well. That is a little inside. Pushes Jancy off the plate some, and it's ball 1. The pitch is in for a strike, and according to my numbers, he has 10 pitches left. And then whatever batter he's on in 10 pitches from now, he'd be allowed to finish that batter, and they'd have to pull him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch 96. In for strike 2. And I think that was maybe one of those high strikes that he's called for the 2nd time in this game now. 1 for each team, as you mentioned. He's pretty consistent with both teams on those calls.
See if Peyton gets into that protective mode now, and Hank is going to go out and talk to Rarick. And
one ball and 2 strikes, the count to Jancy. On deck is Seth Wiggestrand.
Rarick's father played for Kelvin Ziegler at UND, as did my son. And I coached Kelvin Ziegler in high school in Minot, and I'm giving away my age a little bit now.
1 and 2. Rarick, a little bit low. 2 and 2.
He likes to stay on the outside corner when he's got 2 strikes. He'll use that. He's got confidence in his slider.
He'll wind up and deliver the 2-2, and that one's inside, and now it's a full count. Cressen will toss it back, and we'll see what Rarick does here on the 3-2 pitch.
His control has been at times a little erratic, and to me, he's going to come back to his fastball. That's my guess right now, but I'm going to hunt that pitch and try to make contact.
Wind up and the delivery, and that one's outside. He'll walk him.
It's a good at bat by Jancy. He was 0-2 and showed patience and conviction.
According to my numbers, that last pitch was pitch 99. The next pitch will be pitch 100.
Second baseman, number 9, Seth Wiggestrand.
Seth Wiggestrand got a nice base hit last time, and I mistakenly said it was Hammond. And both of them are somewhat similar as hitters.
That one's high for a ball to Wigestrand. He's 1 for 2. He struck out looking the first time he was at bat.
That's my first mistake of the night too, Mike.
Well, hey, you've made less mistakes than I have, so you have a few to spare. And he singled the center last time he was at the plate as well. Those high strikes starting to be called now here by this umpire.
Yeah, early in the game they weren't.
Yeah.
But he's both sides. He's calling it.
The 1-1 in for strike 2.
You can hear some hisses down in the stands. And, again, Seth has to be in that protective mode. Anything close, you want contact. You want to put it in play. Rarick has been, when he tries to throw that strike, he comes with a fastball usually. Oh, there's a curve. High. Nolan Dodds on deck.
2 balls and 2 strikes as Post 400 does have a pitcher warming up. There's a strikeout. And that's pitch 104. According to my numbers, he would be allowed to finish this batter here if he is actually at 104.
You're right.
And coach is coming out.
Coach Fichtner.
But I just got confirmation in the booth, I think, that he was at 104. And they're going to pull him at 104. If he's at 104, it's 43 balls and 61 strikes. And rumor has it, somebody with a 1 and a 2 on their jersey might be coming in. So if it is a 1-2, it might be Grant Matter. No, I'm getting a no, okay? We're looking at the binoculars, trying to figure out who's coming in, and looks like the new pitcher's on the mound. Is it Sen? No, it's 28. It's Kobe Hansen. So Kobe Hansen will come onto the mound to pitch now here, even though he had one more batter he could have faced. And Kobe Hansen will get some warm-up tosses here. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by West Fargo Baseball and Post 400 Baseball, along with Essentia Health, Sweet Shots in Fargo, Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, the Network Center, mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. And it's 3-1 in favor of West Fargo here on the Essentia Health scoreboard. And West Fargo scoring a digit in the first, a digit in the second, and a digit in the third. They haven't scored since, and Post 400 getting one across in the top of the 6th, leaving the bases loaded and leaving the tying run in scoring position in the top of the 6th. And now Kobe Hansen will try and pitch his team to the top of the 7th, where they'll have one more chance to try and, at minimum, tie it up, if not maybe take a lead or see what kind of craziness happens in the 7th inning. The 6th inning was somewhat crazy to the definition of baseball craziness. Of course, the craziest baseball craziness we saw today was that top of the 4th inning with between Jamestown and Bismarck.
Yes. No, what did we talk about at the beginning of this game was the craziness of pitch counts.
Yeah.
How many pitches in a game? It's one of the most underrated things in the game right now because do you make that decision or don't you? Very difficult. Nolan Dodds at the plate right now. Struck out last time, and let's see if he makes up for it.
Ducking down is Dodds on that pitch, 1-0 from Hansen. This is the longest game of the tournament so far, 1 hour and 55, approaching 2 hours. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Showing bunt, bunts it foul. That's strike 1.
Surprised me a little bit there. That was almost like he squared off with 2 outs, and if you're going to drag one, you got to do it at the last second to fool that third baseman. That's where you want to drag it.
1 ball, 1 strike to Nolan Dodds. Brennan Hammond on deck. Dodds fires right field, flares, and fouls it off.
Good swing.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'd look for some off speed right now. Some type of a slider maybe on the outside corner.
One, 2 with 2 away. Jancy on first. That one hit, and that one is nice grab there by Easton Rarick. It's going to go in the books as a base hit, but without Rarick's slide and grab, that's probably extra bases.
It was a good at bat by Nolan with 2 strikes. He just made contact and
Shortstop
makes it happen.
Brennan Hammond.
It'll be interesting to watch Brennan now at the plate. He flew out to right last time, and he's a competitive hitter.
Takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Hammond brings us back to the top of the order, as Dale mentioned. Line drive out to right last time. Prior to that, fly out to the second baseman, and then he drew a walk in between those 2 pop-outs, flyouts. 0-1 here to Hammond, and the delivery is high, ball 1.
Again, 1-on-1 count. Pitcher shows that he's maybe a little wild, and it tells me that he's going to want to throw a strike. What's his best pitch so far? I think it's his fastball. So as a hitter, I want to hunt that. I want to hunt it right up the middle.
And that one came off the handle of the bat and went to the left side of the batter's box into the parking lot.
Pitch was definitely inside, but it was a fastball.
That fouled away shot to the parking lot, brought to you by all your local insurance companies.
Look for a change-up curve, something that he wants you to fish on. I'd actually look for that.
And that one
See,
is
he
also
threw him the fastball, and he fouled it off. That's good hitting. But I'm still looking for that off-speed pitch.
1-2. And that one's fouled off as well.
Good hitting. You're protecting. It's a protective mode. So many power hitters in Major League Baseball, you see them with 2 strikes. They still take that big uppercut swing, and they don't care. It's they don't hit it, so what?
1-2, number 3. That one, oh, did that come off his nose?
Well, it came up on him, hit him in the chest arm.
Well, he's able to get the ground out. They strand 2 on base as a result. And that ends the inning, and it remains 3-1 on the Essentia Health scoreboard as we move to the top of the 7th, and the Stars need at least 2 to force the bottom half of the 7th. We'll see if they can do it when we return after this with Hayden Cressen, Matt Bryant, Oliver Luck, scheduled right after this.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game, and so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. Testing. There we go. Welcome back. Top of the 7th. Caden Graff, Matt Bryant, Oliver Luck, pending changes. Looks like Hayden Graff is going to step up to the plate next here. Cannot play that song on YouTube. Absolutely cannot play that song on YouTube. That is the biggest no-no song of all the songs out there.
you ever do the 7th inning, take me out to the ball game in the 5th inning?
No, I've never done that.
You've never done that?
No.
I used to have my younger grandson sing it when I do PA work.
3-1, top of the 7th. Stars need 2. It's been a good game so far. That pitch high and in for a ball. Caleb Deere, that was pitch 29 according to my numbers. And my numbers are unofficially official on the. There you go.
It's a nice rhythm there, and you want to keep that rhythm. Let your defense work for you. You don't try to overthrow. You got a number 7 hitter here. And
that
he gets a
one
hit.
goes to right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Hayden Graff is on base.
That was a fat pitch right down the middle, and that's not the type of strike you want to throw in that situation.
That base hit comes at the 2-hour, 1-minute mark of this ball game. Matt Bryant now bats in the 9 spot for the Stars. Represents the tying run coming to the base.
Number 16, Nick Hasbargen.
Nick Hasbargen will take over the running responsibilities on first for post 400. Oliver Luck moves into the on-deck circle. Actually, it's going to be Joe Fryer who will bat next. And the pitch. Bryant fouls it away for strike 1. Bryant 0 for 2. Reached on an error, and then he struck out swinging. Deere will step off.
As a Patriot on defense now, you want an out. You don't even worry about that runner on first base. You want an out.
And the pitch. Check swing, pulled it back, ball 1.
One of those borderline high pitches again that is called a ball.
Hasbargen gets a slight lead off on first. Deere will deliver outside for ball 2. State championship game last year. West Fargo defeated post 400 by the score of 3-1. It's 3-1 now here in the top of the 7th in the first round of the state tournament. That one is going to sneak by Brennan Hammond, and it's going to be a base hit single to move Hasbargen up to second. Oliver Luck is the scheduled batter, but he's going to be replaced by Joe Fryer. And now a visit to the mound by Coach Roll and the rest of the Patriots.
Tough decision here.
So the Stars have 2 runners on, first and second. Matt Bryant on first, Nick Hasbargen on second. Joe Fryer will be the batter. Grant Matters, the scheduled batter to follow Fryer. Nobody out, and the tying run is on base.
How many pitches does Deere have right now?
I have him down for 35. 12 balls and 23 strikes. 2 hours and 4 minutes into the ball game. Runners will retake their base. Nobody out, 2 runners on. Joe Fryer the batter. Or is it Oliver? Oh, they did switch it back to Oliver Luck. So
Luck is up.
I thought Joe Fryer, I thought I saw number 7 on deck, but apparently I did not. He'll square up for the bunt. Bunt it foul down that third base side. That's strike 1.
Squared off early there. He definitely wants to get it down. He kind of poked at the ball there. You hear coaches yelling out numbers in situations like that. The number 33. Does Berg come in on the bunt, or does he stay at third and let Deere do the covering? Different situations. Clementson at first. Does he come in on the bunt?
Deere looks back at second, fires back. Hasbargen back in time. Stars need to play some airless baseball here to try and get back into this. He'll square up for the bunt, pull it back. The pitch comes across for a ball, 1-1. 2 hours, 7 minutes, time of the ball game, and everybody, no matter which team you're cheering for, even if you're a neutral fan, is probably on the edge of their seat right now.
Pins and needles.
1-1, the count as Deere winds up. Oh, and he pops it up, and that was not the best thing to happen
there. Pitch was definitely a high ball, and he's got bunt on his mind at the last second. He decides to poke at it.
Designated hitter, number 12, Grant Matter.
1 out for the Stars, and I mentioned they had to play some airless baseball, and well, that was not airless, right? It's not necessarily an error.
It's a mental mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Mistake-free baseball, let's put it that way.
Sure, it's a rarity. It's a rarity. Matter is 0 for 3.
Ground out and a pair of flyouts. Takes the pitch high and in for ball 1. Easton Rarick is on deck. Pitch 40 coming up for Caleb Deere, according to my numbers. And the 1-0. In for a strike. 1-1. Ball and 1 strike to count here to Grant Matter. 3-1 ball game, tying run on first with 1 away in the top of the 7th. And the pitch. That one hit up towards second. This could be trouble. Double play on the way. Safe at first. They only got 1 out, and the runner advances to third, and the Stars catch a little bit of a break there.
Hammond, I think, could have gone to Wiggy and gone the regular approach. That extra step cost him after he picked up the grounder, getting that force out, and then he had to throw it all in one motion, and that's what gave Matter that opportunity to beat the throw.
Easton Rarick has a big at-bat here for the Stars.
Again, that run means nothing at third as far as West Fargo is concerned.
Yep.
Will Matter at first attempt the steal here. To me, you go get him if he tries it.
Rarick will take strike 1.
Good pitch. Rarick got a base hit to center field last time. Takes a pretty hard cut, but he will go to the opposite field if he gets his pitch.
Strikeout, walk, and a single for Rarick. 1 for 2. Low for a ball, 1-1.
Good pitch by Caleb Deere. Rarick he had some thoughts of going after that one.
Boom. Rarick wanted to take it, and he was able to hold his swing back. Jancy appealing to the second base umpire. The umpire says it's ball 2. This is a big pitch here for Caleb Deere. That one over the head of Deere. And he slides into first safely. And the run scores. And now the tying run is in scoring position on second. I think I've seen somebody slide into first 2 times, and they both have been in the state tournament.
It slows you down when you slide in head first. Without question, it's a proven fact. And sometimes that runner thinks, well, it'll make it tougher for the umpire to call it, so I'll slide. And it's easy to injure yourself, too, doing something like that. But Rarick was all hustle on that, and that was a tough one to get. I could see him beating that all the way.
Hayden Cressen to bat now. He's 1 for 2. Walk, struck out, and single. Almost the same as Rarick, who struck out, walk, single, and Cressen walked, struck out, single. Grant Matter on second, Easton Rarick on first, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Pitches high for a ball to Cressen, 1-0. 2 hours and 11 minutes, time of the ball game.
Deere is kind of a rookie in high school ball this year. Had a couple situations towards the end of the year where he was clutch. He was clutch in a pressure situation.
Cressen, did he check his swing?
Yes,
he did. 2 balls and no strikes.
Cressen got a base hit up the middle last time also, so now they're going to talk about walking him. They don't want to give him a fat pitch here, and Coach Roll is going to talk about that right now.
Coach Roll come out, talk with Deere and the rest of his teammates, and looks like he just took the ball from Deere. He did, I think. Yeah, he has the ball in his right hand, and that will do it for Caleb Deere.
But he did that with Casey too.
Yep. Well, okay, so maybe, we'll see here. And it looks like Brennan Hammond's coming on to pitch now. Yep, Brennan Hammond will come on to pitch. This is a move to get a fresh arm in there, and Hammond.
Wiggestrand will probably go to short.
More than likely, yep.
And Deere could go to second. He plays some second base. Brennan, of course, we've talked about a lot. He missed about a month of the season with some arm issues, his ulna muscle near that rotator cuff area. And he's been throwing a little bit of late. He had some rehab today on it, but he's rusty from being off a month. Of course, he's been a veteran pitcher, shortstop, second baseman for 3 years now, and he's got a lot of experience under his belt. And we've talked about him going to Des Moines Junior College next year.
Let's see, who do they move to second? Do we have number 10?
Deere.
Deere, yep.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I thought. Wiggy will go to short.
Yep. So to update, Hammond on the mound, Caleb Deere on second, Seth Wiggestrand at shortstop.
Yeah,
and that should complete the changes, I believe.
Force out on any base.
Cressen, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strike count.
And Brennan Hammond will take over at mid-at-bat here for Cressen. Jake Jaroszewski is the scheduled batter on deck, and he is indeed on deck. 2-0. That one comes in for a strike, 2-1.
Good pitch on the inside corner. Again, Cressup likes to extend those arms. He's got some power, and he's a big swinger. 21 count.
2 hours, 14 minutes, time of the game. 2 away, tying run on second. And the pitch comes in for strike 2. Go-ahead run is on first. Grant Matter second, Easton Rarick on first, Hayden Cressen the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on, 2s across the board.
He got him.
Swing and a miss.
He got him.
And back-to-back meetings for the Patriots and Stars. The Patriots hang on with a 1-run win. 9-8 last time, 3-2 this time.
2 runners were left on base.
What a game! Oh, what a game that was. And Hayden Cressen just a little bit bummed. You can see that.
That's the old Hammond right there. That's the old Hammond.
Post 102 runs. on 8 hits.
What a ball game. Probably one of the best ball games of the first day of the tournament.
Of the year.
Of the year, yeah. I'll give you that one, too. Wow. That will do it. Time of the game, 2 hours and 15 minutes, according to my clock. Your final score on the Essentia Health scoreboard, the West Fargo Patriots 3 and the Post 400 Stars 2. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with some post-game thoughts right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be back in a moment.
I like that song.
All right, welcome back. What a ball game here to conclude day one of the state tournament. As the Post 400 Stars go down swinging, trailing by a run with the tying run on scoring position. All they needed was... It was kind of exactly what you and I expected, but I guess outside of you and I, what did the rest of these people expect? You know?
No, we looked to the future. Yeah. I told you early in the game, one of the most difficult things for a manager is to make those decisions on when do I take my pitcher out, when is he in and out. I thought that they might take Rarick out before 60, so they can get him back in 2 days. But the boys over here said, no, he's going to go when he did. He went up to 104 pitches. And so he is basically, they went for the victory. They absolutely went for the victory. Casey Clemmenson, they got back on Saturday. They cut him off at 80. And for a while there, I'm questioning that decision because he was starting to run and roll. Yeah. And you could see, I think he would, everything looked like he's going to finish strong. He's got to do that. Caleb Deere has been good. They bring him into the ball game. And it was just aggressive hitting on the part of 400. Made life miserable. And then we bring in the rest. We just don't know. He's an old friend. That's going to help West Fargo's pitching so much over the next 2 or 3 days. So it was a huge win for them. Of course, it would have been a huge win for 400. So not for 1 second, right? They did last year. First game, they overlooked them, and they gave it right. So there's a lot that goes on in this chess game, and we ain't sitting up there second guessing. We're right sometimes, but there's a lot of decisions out there. I don't want to do it. I don't.
Exactly. Yeah, and like you said, if Clemmenson would have stayed in, it's probably a 3-1 game.
The way it was going.
Yeah, exactly. So it's game analysis. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening tomorrow here on Magnitude Sports as we pull up the schedule here. So there you can see it. It's been updated. Williston will take on Dickinson at 10:30 game tomorrow. Bismarck will take on Post 400 at 1:30 game tomorrow. And both the Williston Dickinson Bismarck Post 400 games are limited
very tough question to you, Dale. Of Bismarck Post 400, Fargo Post 2 man, and Jamestown West Fargo, which one are you looking forward to the most? If you could only pick one.
Post 2 is, I think at the end of the season, is the best team in the state.
Yep.
That's my thought. And they got by. Their number 1, 2 pitchers are not throwing that. They've done an excellent coach. They're in a position that I certainly wouldn't bet against them. But then with our record, West Fargo Pats, in our pitching, we have more pitching depth than anybody, especially seeing Hammond tonight. It's hard, and we've shown signs of getting better. And then Dickinson, I'll tell you, is a capable team, and I would say the most underrated team in the tournament is Mandan. As good a hitting team as there is in the tournament, but now we get into pitching. What type of pitching depth we have? And you see in games like tonight how important pitching is. You don't have that, I don't care how good it is. You guys I don't know if I asked you the question.
No, I think you did.
It's a well-balanced tournament. It really is. We could see a little bit of it. This is just the first day of this well-balanced tournament.
And not to overlook the Dickinson-Williston game at 10 p.m. tomorrow. Williston, they had a tough day today, but they usually bounce back from those tough games and play a really close game. We've seen that over and over the season. Yeah, exactly. So Dickinson doesn't necessarily have a walkway, kind of like those Fargo Post 2 feel like today if they're 11-0 victory. If you're a Dickinson midget, or I'm sorry, a Dickinson referee, you certainly don't want to overlook your neighbors.
I think Post 2 will throw their ace Harris tomorrow against Mandan. They better. I'm not telling them what to do, but you try to get by Mandan. We've seen it.
And Jamestown looks really sharp today against Bismarck. I don't know how many. If everybody was making a bracket like they do in the NCAA, I bet you a bunch of brackets got broken today.
Absolutely. Our game with Jamestown out tomorrow. Are we going to go with Hammond right away? Of course, he must have thrown about, what, 6 pitches? 5 pitches?
Well, let me look here.
No, 3 pitches.
I had him down.
3 pitches. Right on, 3 pitches. Yeah, that genius is still over there.
Yeah, 3 pitches is what it was, yeah.
And Jamestown is, it's just, you got to come to play. And I'm glad that Coach Roll and his staff respected 400 the way they did. Yeah. They took them down 3 times during the regular season. And that means nothing now.
Yeah. Well, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. We'll see you again bright and early at 10:30 a.m. 4 more games tomorrow here on the Queen Sports.
I'm going to go home and tell my wife I really had a lot of fun today. You don't know how nervous I was. You don't know how nervous I was. There was a song, Pins and Needles.
I think there was, yeah. I love the Google it on Spotify.
I'm going to Google it tonight when I go to bed. I'm going to sing Pins and Needles to my wife, and she's going to go in the other room.
Well, you got to look at your future there, Mrs. Olsen. All right, that'll wrap it up for us. For Dale, for Chris on camera, great job today, Chris. And my name is Mike Mason. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. for Williston Keybirds and the Biggest Rough Riders. Yeah, baby.
Senor Smokes.
Presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.